før man snakker med Jirga. Capon.
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
It didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It would be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
Well, you can easily rectify that here and now.
That's exactly what I intend to do, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you.
Ooh.
A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
I'm honoured. Thank you, friend. Just a moment. This bow looks familiar. I believe I saw it among Margrave Yob's things.
Good heavens. You really don't miss anything, do you? When I found out that Yobs would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsh. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
And that is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine, like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh? You'd better be going.
Se åssen den bua her, da. Nei. Ja, så jeg har jo bedre. Det ser bra ut, da. Men det er ikke bra nok til at jeg tar den med meg. Sleep. Hvem er du? Adder? Kubienka. Han er fortsatt...
I wanted to ask you about the rebellious peasants.
Well, shall we meet with...
Aye. I've changed my mind.
Great. The past...
Det der har jeg gjort.
That's a...
But perhaps...
And how...
All you I have tried...
All right.
Jeg bugga bare. Fordi de... Da fant de, så var de jo døde, ikke sant? Alle utenom en. Skirska.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Where did I put it?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Ja.
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Never back down.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Berghoff will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Berghoff. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Get rid of Eric first.
Von Berghoff's too powerful. We don't stand a chance against him. But it was Eric who led the attack on the Jewish quarter. He's the one we should strike at.
But that wouldn't do us much good. Besides, who knows where the bastard is now? No, Sir Hans is right. We should get rid of Von Berghoff.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill
Han
him?
måtte prøve meg, da.
You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Berghoff, use at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Du har sett
Hang on.
Ja, jeg skal ikke si det.
Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed, what then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berkow has to die. Painfully. And above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malishov down stone by stone.
Ah. Company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment.
Ja,
and when they
jag tror
take
nog
the
det
cannon to
är några
Sedlitz,
mål
you'll
uansett.
send us a message via Catherine.
Why me again?
Me again? Can't someone else go?
Me and Devil have to come up with a plan. So Hans might get recognized and the others... Well, let's just say I give you the best chance of success.
All right, then.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malishov and find out how von Berkow and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit cramped for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Praguers.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Ska vi hämta?
What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malishov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malishov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful car. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malishov?
Nothing much. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room.
Well, the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
One beer after another.
Henry, my most faithful friend.
Uh-oh. That sounds a bit too friendly for my liking. You need something, don't you?
Me? Never. But you do. You need to relax a bit. Let your hair down. So it occurred to me, you might like to go hunting with me.
Poaching, you mean?
Poaching's what commoners do, not me. Come on. We promised Zhishka we'd find some meat for the mercenaries, didn't we?
The gallows at Trotsky didn't teach you a lesson, eh?
Oh, come on. That was a one-off. Let's not make it a tradition, eh? Come on. We'll clear our heads and stretch our old limbs. What you say?
All right.
You never learn.
Kindly leave the preaching to Godwin and listen. I found this great spot in the forest near Bohuniewicz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready. I can smell the game from here.
Ska jag faktiskt equippe den der andre crossbowen. Den har jo fortsatt 350 damage. Den der tar bare så lang tid å reloade, vet du. Sånn. Og piercing bolt, I guess. Med poison.
Get away with that weapon! That's more like it.
Me and hand skateboard riding again.
This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
Oh yeah. Som noe de sa før. Slow as hands. Husker sist gang jeg gjorde den questen her sånn, så var han plutselig cross the map før jeg fant den.
Can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond...
No, I meant that bet back in Rattay. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Well, of course I do. I won.
That in your dreams. I bagged twice as many hares as you, but I was talking about the humans who caught you and tied you to a tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
Aye, right. We were nearly killed at the pond. We got into a fight at a wedding. A tower collapsed on us.
But we've also met some good people and fought for a good cause. Don't forget.
When we tell our story back at home.
The girls will be throwing themselves at us.
Don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches. But a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Boom, boom. Disse hunting tripsa våre pleier ikke å gå etter planen.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp.
Jeg ser en fyr også.
Here, mutt.
Ikke noe kjøtt.
Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit, and there's a dead body. You see that? There are soldiers there. Sigismund's men, judging by their colours.
And who's that?
Over there by the tree.
Nobody now, I'm afraid. Probably some poor fellow who just stumbled across the bastards.
What are we gonna do?
We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Rattay that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
Okay.
All right. Let's get them.
That's my boy.
George! Oh. Oh. Ah, please.
I'll rip your ass off. Take that,
Headshot.
you shit.
Armor er for bra, ass.
You're not onto it. Let him have it over the head.
I told you he had two left hands. And that's
Inne i
that.
buska.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it. But we promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe. That should do it.
All right. Let's cut it up and take it back to Devil's Den. We'll go together, right?
Sure.
Of course.
All right. You take care of the dough. I'll start digging a grave.
Det var like ved campen, da. Damn. Farine sverd. You've completed most of the game's content. Ok, nå drar vi ned til Sigismunds camp. Hvis jeg husker riktig, så er det en lang greie.
Go!
Det skjer mye i den campen.
Quick!
Jeg lurer på om det teller med andre playthroughs, den der you done most of the game's content. Og så jeg vet jo at det er på slutten her, men jeg håper det gjelder den playthroughen her, egentlig. Men ja, jeg har jo gjort det meste. Så alltid det går at det kommer hardcore mode eller pakka da. Jeg burde egentlig ventet med en second playthrough til det, men allerede gått inn i det, så. Det blir vel en hardcore playthrough om noen år. Nå har jeg glemt halvparten. Jeg vet ikke om jeg kommer til å glemme det spillet her med det første, ass. Nå må jeg vente flere år, tror jeg. Skal prøve på det. Er det egentlig noe sted jeg kan bare vaske klærne her? Så jeg må innom bathhouse da. Og så egentlig karismaen min på, ja, den er veldig bra. Nesten like bra, eller den er like bra. Så jeg kan bare bruke rustninga mi egentlig. Jeg har ridd for langt nå, for inngangen.
Go!
Ja.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Careful.
What break here?
I'm telling you, ain't I? Your men smashed all my pictures. And on top of that, they drank nearly a whole barrel of wine. And poor Dorota had to flee to the woods from your savages. She's lucky she got away with her honor intact.
I see. We pay everything. And punish very hard. Who was there?
How am I supposed to know their names? 5 of them there was. All in your uniforms.
Quiet now. I only asking.
Like them drunks will tell you anything if you threaten them with a whipping.
They tell me.
Okay. Catherine.
Ah, there you are.
Henry? What are you doing here?
Zizka sent me. Is there somewhere we can talk? In private, I mean.
Oh, by Christ. Oh, you've come up with another plan, haven't you? All right. But you better come this evening. We're too easily seen right now.
Okay. Ta et bad, da.
What do you need, sir?
I need a bath.
Certainly. My baths are at your service.
I'd like to get to know
My girls.
what I really need right now.
Excellent.
I'll gladly pay you.
Great.
I hope you enjoyed that. I like it when a man is satisfied. And come back again anytime. I'd be happy to see you.
Cool, cool. Og da er speech plutselig på 30 år. Sweet. Slik at den der er nesten like bra som den outfiten der, liksom. Det er bare mye mer noise, da. Og conspicuousness og visibility og alt mulig. Ok. Har vi noe... Har vel ikke noe quester her nå, så jeg kan egentlig bare vente til kvelden, ass.
You have a kind master, eh, Doggy?
I'm here.
So I see. Haven't you...
Ok, vent til 10 da.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place where nobody will disturb us.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions and start undressing.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit. You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
All right. But you could have warned me.
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had your back scrubbed by a woman.
I have, yeah, but... It's just different with you. It feels a bit weird. After all we've been through together.
Oh, come now. You don't have to be bashful in front of me. Even about what I think I see in that tub.
Well, the water is pretty cold.
Of course it is. So tell me quickly what you're doing here before you shrivel up entirely in the water. You say Zizka sent you.
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're going to move it to Sedlets.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here.
I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what do you need me for?
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlets?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complaining they should have been long gone by now.
Where's the cannon now?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store is there.
And you think it's in the storehouse there?
That's the only place it can be. I haven't seen it anywhere down here, but they won't let me into the upper part.
Do you know anything about the cannon?
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God, and it costs a fortune, but that's all.
Who's in charge here?
That's a pretty complicated question. But in a nutshell, there are 3 main captains here. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlets with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest in what's going on here. The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Praggers, led by Dietrich Katz.
Do you have any idea how I could infiltrate the Praggers?
The best thing would be to join up. There are never enough men. But it won't be as easy as it might seem. The best thing would be to go straight to the commander. He's called Dietrich Katz. Except they won't let you go near him. But down by the shooting range, you'll find a fella they call Crow. He's a corporal in the Praggers. You'll know him by his big black moustache. He's Katz's right-hand man. So I'd try my luck with him.
Okay.
But what if he turns me down?
Then I suppose you'll have to keep bothering him until he changes his mind. What else?
And once I've joined them, what next?
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlets. And above all, why they're still here. And once you've got it sorted out with them and you're going to all ride out with the cannon, I'll go straight to the Devil's Den and we'll get to work.
All right. What about the kiss for luck?
Oh, it all sounds pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognizes me, the game will be up. I could do the kiss for luck.
If you don't mess up, you'll have 1,000 kisses. But work before play. Is there anything else you want to ask before we get started?
What should I watch? Nei, jeg trenger
That's
ikke
all
noe
I need
hjelp.
to know.
Get out of the water then. You've been in there for ages. So I have to admit you've scrubbed up nicely. Maybe I should wash you more often.
As long as it's always free of charge.
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me. But that can wait. Enlist for service first, soldier.
Ok. Får jeg gjort det nå, når det er så mørkt? Når det er natta? Vi får se. Hei, poppet opp en ny quest nå. Å, det er sikkert Catherines quest. Jeg kan egentlig bare gjøre den, da.
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
Mutt will track him down.
If he really
Alltid det
did steal
letteste.
your shoe, Mutt could track him down.
That's not a bad idea. But you'd have to give him something to get the scent.
You've got the other shoe, don't you? You can't walk around with one shoe on anyway. And Mutt's dependable.
It's not Matt I'm worried about. Just sort things out with a creep. That's all I care about.
I could lure him out of the camp and slit his throat, couldn't I?
I could manage that myself. But it would only cause trouble. Is that really the best you could think of? Give him a fright, beat him up. Just don't kill him.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Ok, har jeg skoen?
Mutt!
Wait for the peeping Tom in the bathhouse.
Here you go.
Nei.
Take it.
Command, track.
Track.
Innkeeper, a beer!
I apologize.
Skal han bugge seg inn der nå? Skal jeg fikse det.
I'm sorry. Pissing down rain. At your service, sir.
Finner du det? Alle folka i veien som driver og bugger den.
What is that, boy? Is this where the shoe thief lives?
What are you doing? Prowling about here.
That's Catherine's. So this is where the Cuman who won't leave her alone lives.
Betyr det at han er nede der nå, da?
Manuel.
Pipen Thomas. Wait for the peeping Tom in the bathhouse. Han burde jo stå bak her eller noe da. Tror jeg bare venter i teltet han, så helt til han kommer opp dit, ja. Journal. Hide in the bathhouse and wait till nightfall. Ja, nå er det for sent. Han kommer jo aldri hit. God damn it. Der er han der.
So it's you. You're the human that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van. Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Igen?
Igen? Aha. A fürdőslány. Miért ne? Mire kütött bele az orrod? Igen. Szeretem.
If you don't leave alone, I'll smash your head in.
You and the bathhouse girl? No. You go away. Leave her alone. Otherwise, bang, bang. No more balls. Bruises. You understand that, don't you? Fight.
Bassza meg, ember, nyugodj meg! Bad girl alone, értem, jól van.
You look like you understand. See how easily we came to an agreement?
No more peeping.
What was our plan?
It's a bit stealing the cannon from the camp. Well,
Ja,
so...
det var ikke det jeg skulle da.
I found the cuman who was stalking you. He's called
Sovna i går,
Chaka.
feberen knekker meg.
You won't have any more
Fått skikkelig
trouble from him.
influensa.
Ah, thank
Den var
God.
kjip, ass.
How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he
God bedring,
understood.
da.
Have you learnt cumin? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
Alright, the stalker is done. Da får du bare lene deg tilbake og se på litt, da. Venta hele dag på stream, sett film og sovet litt av og på. Sitt Hitman 47. Ja, det er vel flere Hitman-filmer. Er det den med Timothy Olyphant, eller er det en nyere en?
But sir, that's what you said last time. And the time before that. And now I ain't no material to forge anything for you.
Ja, etterpå så blir det et spill... Altså, jeg hadde tenkt å vente til jeg var ferdig med dette, men... Jeg har lyst til å spille noe annet også. Så jeg kommer til å smugstarte litt. Nå skal jeg bare bli hyret av de der commandersa her, for å liksom infiltrere fienden. Du har vel sett noe av dette her før? The Camp Stories. Crow.
God bless you, sir.
Are you the one they call Crow?
I'm only Crow to good friends, or strangers who want to punch in the gob. Which group do you belong to?
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll change. I want to join your regiment.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let slip that we get double the pay. Go and ask Lord Borumlaka, I mean. He's been taking on all kinds of mercenaries. You'll fit in better with his rabble.
Oh, that'd be a waste of my talent.
Se på Henry, da. Han har jo beste armoren og beste skillsa, liksom. I'm very hard. Jeg må jo prøve meg.
I could spy for you. I know how to get into all kinds of places without being seen.
That sounds pretty useful, true enough. But we don't do espionage. There's other people in the camp for that.
I won the Kuttenberg tournament, og I beat Lord Garbo. Lord Garbo er en av sjefene her.
Didn't you see me fight Zavish von Garbov recently? It made a big splash.
I don't have time for that kind of thing. But the men mentioned it in the bathhouse, that's true. Defeating an experienced knight like Zavish is no mean feat.
Rupert Friend som er hovedrollen. Vet jeg ikke om jeg har sett den.
I fought in the tournament put on by the Kuttenberg City Council. Maybe you've heard of me. I did pretty well.
We're a long way from the city.
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough for you? What more do you want?
For you to stop hassling me. You're a bit pushy for my liking. It's a bit suspicious.
I want to be an artilleryman. Jeg tar den der. I just want to serve King Sigismund. Lie.
I want to serve the king, is all. Sigismund should take things in hand here and impose order, since Wenceslas isn't capable of it.
Interesting. Most people in these parts have other ideas.
Only I'm not most people. Please. Just give me a chance.
All right. We lost a couple of men recently in any case. You know what? I'll go and see Katz, our commander. He'll know what to do with you.
Aye.
The fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir. And I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe?
Ja,
Crow,
faktisk.
Why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. The lad said he fought Zavish and gave him what for.
Well, if that's true, but we'll have to try you out first in any case. I have this issue here.
Ah, you're not going on about that stupid charter again, are you? How many more men will you send to find it?
As many as it takes. Don't tell me you're not fed up with being stuck here. So, this is your test, Henry. Either you come back as one of us, or you don't come back at all. What do you say?
Hard if you pay me well.
Well, that depends. The harder the work, the higher the price.
Christ, he'll fit right in. He hasn't lifted a finger yet, and he already wants his pay.
If he helps us get out of here, he can have mine as well.
Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. And with them a wagon with horses, to be precise. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz, but they never arrived there.
It seems they were last seen somewhere between Miskovitz and Rabstein. But that was ages ago. Christ knows where they might be now.
Hang on, why would they go past Miskovitz? That's not on the way to Sedlitz.
That's what I don't understand. But you can ask them if you find them.
Maybe they deserted.
Maybe they just deserted. It happens.
Not in our regiment. Our men are loyal.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for all I care. I just want that painted chest they were carrying. There's a very important charter in it, and we need it back. Got that?
Alright. What should I do when I find them?
And what should I do when I find these fellas?
What do you think? Free them if someone's holding them. Bury them if they're dead. Kill them if they've deserted.
What, take down 7 men by myself?
Do you want to be a fucking soldier or not? All right, then. If things get tough, come and see me and we'll sort it out somehow.
Alright.
Alright, I think I understand. Find the men and bring back the charter.
Wait, damn it! You don't know the most important bit yet. Mishek, one of those 7, came back.
And you're only telling me this now? So question him, and we'll know what's going on, won't we?
Go ahead and try it yourself, genius.
Mishek was brought back on a cart. Some peasant found the poor bloke unconscious on the road and brought him here. He's been in the infirmary since then. But you can
Well.
stop by. Maybe the Sawbones will be able to tell
Mom,
you
Henry.
something. His name is Musa.
And let me tell you, you ain't never seen a man like Musa before.
That's about it then. Now on your way. Try not to get yourself killed.
Ja, sist når jeg skulle prøve å heale han der fyren så han kunne prate, så drepte jeg han. Ga han feil treatment. Lurer på om jeg bare kan jeg bare heale den liksom, uten hans hjelp?
Good to see you. Greetings, Master Guard.
I'm looking for the local Sawbones. They said I've never seen the likes of him.
So, you came straight to me. Is that so? In any case, you found your man. Musa of Mali, scholar, traveler, and physician. At your service, friend.
Well, sorry to say this, but you're...
Very busy? May I ask who you are?
Henry, sir. How come you're so...
Big, wise, courteous?
I'm sorry, I was just a bit taken by surprise. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I've had such a conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
I think our parish priest might have mentioned that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
Well, I thought that was just, you know.
And as you see, it is not. So please, stop staring at me and tell me what you need from me.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Hard. Can't we wake him up for a while?
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. What if we brew something with mint? That wakes me up like nothing else.
That is not such a bad idea, Henry. One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called cockerel potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong.
Oh.
Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
Some more
What are you waiting for? Brew it up.
It is not a simple matter just to brew some potion and pour it down his throat. It could make him worse, and I cannot risk that.
I'll do it then. I have no other option.
You? It seems that you know a little about medicine, and that means that you should also know that it is a risk.
Fuck that. Katz gave me an order, so I must carry it out.
Very well then. If the Prague army wants to gamble with its soldiers' lives, I cannot stand in their way. My alchemical apparatus is all yours, friend. You'll find it right outside the tent. Inni herebe.
Ok, selger du noe? What, tournament?
I saw an arena in the camp. When will there be a tournament?
Firstly, I would not call it a tournament. Rather, mindless hacking. Not even a chogan is so terrible. And, to answer your question, there will not be any. The commanders wisely banned them.
Why did they ban the tourneys?
Because it went too far. Instead of matching skills, people settled scores with each other. Since the tournament was banned, I have a lot less work with mending fractures.
What's that chogan then?
A riding game. Very hard and dangerous. Two teams of riders with wooden mallets try to get a leather ball into the opponent's goal. Whoever does so more times wins.
And what's so dangerous about that?
When the mallet lands on your head. In any case, nothing teaches you how to ride a horse better than Shogun.
What did you mean by mindless hacking? It's a tourney, isn't it?
merely dumb violence for its own sake. It is not chivalrous like Furussia.
What does that mean? Furussia?
Furussia, the skill set of an Arab warrior. Where I come from, every fighter must be able to ride a horse and take care of its injuries and illnesses. In addition, he should also be able to hold his own when fighting with a spear and a sword. And of course, excel in archery. And above all, he must not be a coward, but on the contrary, an honorable man.
Furussia are basically knights' virtues.
Furussia sounds to me like the chivalry of every good knight. Maybe with the exception of that horse medicine of yours.
Really?
But a good Christian knight should also know how to dance, play chess, and write poetry.
Very interesting. It is a pity. I have not met many like that. Those are all true wisdoms. Also in the name of Allah.
You said you're an explorer?
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Ja, det var så mye å prate med han her om.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect.
Ja, det har endret seg.
Great store by learning.
It's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth? You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country. And that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
Oi.
What is Mecca like? I've heard.
Mainly followers of the teeth. Fortunately, I went to one. I would.
Jeg kommer til å få sånne der scholarship
yes,
sikkert.
that is why I let other.
Where orker ikke å høre på alt.
But I did. How did I thought you must? But this so because I had quite. What I would.
Golden Horde, det er Genghis Khan. Da.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question. And we are not that well acquainted yet. Not now.
Eller Mongols, da. Cockerel. Så jeg trenger Persian materials. Og det vet jeg ikke om jeg har her. Se om han har det, da. Han må jo ha det.
I was wondering when you would show up.
Hey.
Schooler Onski, I had me a mur. Tie for God content.
Thanks for the sub, dude. 23 måneder, ass. You crazy man.
Heck, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff.
Hell yeah, bro. Ja, takk for sub. Det er alltid hyggelig da, vet du. Men det er ikke noe need, da. Don't worry about it. Men jeg må brewe en potion, men det er jo ikke noe herbs her. Må ut og plukke, liksom. Mint og Valerian, var det det han sa? Kan jeg sjekke, da. Jeg hadde noen skills. Strength. Shield blocks. Da har jeg begynt med shield. Ja, så var det den crafting, potions, cockerel. Valerian og mint, ja. Finner jeg det her, jeg tror? Jeg trenger wormwood også, men... Kommer til å bli gammelt innen jeg får... Eller jeg kan... Nei, jeg kan ikke dra i det heller, for det må være ferskt. Vi skal kunne få bikkja til å snuse opp riktige ting, ass. Hva er det jeg har egentlig av... Så hvis jeg finner noe belladonna, så tar jeg med noe wormwood også. Fordi tydeligvis dried greier, det gjør at det ikke er bra nok. Jeg bare ser. Nei, det var feil. Herbs. Mint, rarely found in nature, but rather alongside houses and in gardens. Forest paths. Er det noe sted her som ser ut som et sånt sted? For han er i byen, han har bare sånn dried greier, liksom, og de har ikke noe, jo, der. Apothecary. Let's check it out. Smiling, ja, ok. Polite armed man. Hva er det han, ja? Ja, han har jeg gjort questen til, så det går ikke an å gjøre noe mer. Ok. Det var noe av det første jeg gjorde når jeg kom hit. Slightly shabby man. Ok. Let's check it out. Oh, banditter, eller?
Who's that? We'll see. Hey, you! What's going on? Do tell. All right. Let's talk it over. Hey, there, lad. Buy me a beer, or I'll smack you so hard your own mother wouldn't recognize you.
Den farligste ridderen de noen gang har sett, vet du.
You're drunk, but I'd be happy to pitch in. I might actually have one with you.
You would? Let's go.
By all means. But you know what? I have a couple of errands to run first. But I'll meet you at the tavern over the hill. We can wet our whistles there. Not like anyone to pour you a beer out here anyway.
That sounds like a plan. I can wait. I'll wait.
Det er det dummeste folka ever, da.
Good to see you.
Apothecary. Hva er det? Hvor er inngangen til den shoppen, liksom? Her, ja. Hello.
What do you need, my friend?
Trade.
Show me your wares.
Han har bare dried greier han nå, vet du.
I'm glad you found
Det holder ikke. Er det Herb Garden her, eller? Kan i hvert fall gå bort her og se om det er noe sånn Valerian langs veien der. Så jeg finner en jævla Herb Garden, ass. Valerian er gul. Jævla herbs, ass. Ok. Herb Garden. Her har vi en Herb Garden. Tipper jeg finner mint der i hvert fall. Ok. Mint. Sweet. 48 mint. Oi, oi. Chamomile, det trenger jeg ikke. Er det her? Det her? Nei. Ok. Forest Roads. Det er hvit. Jeg skulle ønske ting kunne, sånn som det kunne komme opp på mappet, liksom. Du kunne liksom finne blomsterenger og sånt.
Go! Quick!
Det er ikke noe perk heller som gjør det, tror jeg.
Go!
Og belladonna egentlig, for det er noe av det jeg sliter mest med å finne. Til det der poisonsa mine. Clearings and leafy woods.
Ja!
Og villbikkjer. Der er leafy wood. Der er vi... Hesten må flytte seg. Det er 5 selgere, eller 3 steder hvor man finner de. Ja, altså det er jo ikke... Det som er at selgerne har dem bare dried, og da blir de ikke bra. Du må ha dem ferske, liksom. Og selgerne selger bare dried shit hele tiden. Ok, så Valerian egentlig lett å finne. Ja, Belladonna rare, så... Men Valerian burde ikke være noe problem. Mynten min kommer til å bli gammel innen jeg finner det, vet du. Så langs her så burde det være Valerian. Altså jeg synes det litt grann kjipt, fordi at det ikke så veldig mange som gidder å bruke så mye tid på det å brygge potions. Og det liksom sånn der når du går rundt her da, så skal du prøve å finne det, og så altså, du finner ikke liksom. Du finner det aldri. Det tar 100 år å finne enkelte ingredienser. Da gidder ikke folk å brew mer da. Drit om det skal være realistisk liksom, men det en av de tingene folk velger å skippe veldig ofte. Det bare sånn turn-off, liksom. Altså, jeg trenger det ikke. Jeg kunne godt å bare finne det jeg skulle med en gang. Men jeg har lyst til å liksom prøve å vekke den og se om jeg klarer det. Men det ikke noe man må gjøre i det hele tatt. Og da sier det seg selv at hvis det det her som må til for å få det til, så det lett å skippe. Human. Traff jeg bikkja nå? Poison arrows, ass. The shit. Som de har klart å finne nå, da. Ja. Han kommer tilbake igjen. Utrolig nok. ingen andre som overlever det der, men ikke overlever det. Ni liv. Det er kult om du kunne ha katter, men det er ikke så veldig nyttig, I guess, med en katt I den tida her. Identifisere seg som... Nei. Er det greiene der, det gidder ikke jeg, ass. Tullet der. Valerian, dude. Valerian. Altså, det skal liksom være langs alle veier og roadsides, og jeg har enda ikke finner det, liksom. Ikke én. Jeg har ikke funnet én Valerian. Det er jo ræva, da. Forest, fields and roadsides, common, liksom. Come on my ass. Vet du hva, jeg gidder ikke å lage den potionen. Jeg gjør det enkelt. Fordi jeg tror jeg husker til og med hvor det er. Det er der hvor den markeren der er. Det er der jeg skal, liksom. Jeg tenkte jeg skulle gjøre litt roleplay-aktig, men siden det spillet skal være så vanskelig, så gidder jeg faen ikke, altså.
This way's no good. I'll have to go around. A wagon in the proud colours. Could the missing soldiers have holed up here? But why? I have to find the painted chest with the charter, and then make myself scarce.
Alright. Her har vi en soldat der.
What do you want, then?
I've only come for one document. That's all I want from you.
What fucking document? Hold on. You mean that parchment we were taking to Sedlats? Dobradella. The fellow hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for. But all that's in the fucking chest is useless shit and some stupid fucking parchment. Hey, how come you know about it?
Cat sent me here for it. He wanted me to find you and bring it back.
Cats? That old wineskin ain't given up yet. We thought he'd see sense and leave us be when none of the fools he sent after us came back.
What happened to the people Cat sent after you?
What do you think? A few of them probably did a runner. Some are still looking for us. And the ones that found us, see that stream there? That's what carried away what was left of them.
Why did you quit the army, anyway? I reckon that's a bit risky.
Unlike battling all the time, you mean? We were just fed up with it. Sleeping in a shitty tent, never getting a proper meal, and on top of that, all the slaughtering.
What do you plan to do? You can't hide forever.
Først å høre på om jeg
Take
burde
everything
drepe
worth
ham eller ikke.
anything, hunt for something to eat, and take to the hills. Every man for himself. With a bit of luck, they'll forget about us in a month or two, and we'll be able to go back to Prague.
There's no point dragging this out, is there? Just give me the charter, and I'll be on my way.
And you'll leave us be?
Ja.
Go wherever you like. I just need the parchment.
All right. It's up in the loft, in the painted chest. You can take it. There's a ladder in the chamber. And you never saw us, right? I'll be with you. What's that?
What? If you're going to the camp, watch out for crows.
Ja, jeg trenger ikke å hjelpe Sigismunds army, så hvorfor ikke bare la dem leve?
Hey?
Hvor lagde du? Okay. Jeg har ennå ikke fått den der fast travel pointet der. Det er mitt. Da fast traveler jeg hit, og så skaffer jeg det pointet. Det blir mye fast traveling nå på slutten, merker jeg, siden det er faktisk... Altså, jeg skulle ønske det var mer quester. Rett og slett, fordi nå på slutten nå er liksom cleana house når det gjelder quester. Så jeg føler ikke at det er noe vits å gjøre noe annet enn å fast travel, liksom. Det blir bare dødtid, egentlig.
God be with you. Stop that whistling.
Ok, så kan vi ri ned dit. Nå er det ikke... Det er ikke fast travel point i campen i det hele tatt. Jeg trodde det var det.
Go!
Heva oss over haugen her.
Quick! Go!
Skal jeg ljuge og si at jeg har drept dem?
Go!
Det hadde vært det riktige å gjøre da, siden man er i fiendens camp. Sånn at, altså hvis du er veldig heldig, så joiner den Wenceslas army i stedet.
Quick!
Wait, kjørte jeg forbi det pointet nå? God damn. Opp at the witch. Bled.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Stop that horse? What? Jeg har lov å være her.
You won't surrender?
Wait! I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, please. Look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
You know it.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz, did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them.
I was lucky enough to catch them off their guard. They're dead.
You took them all on by yourself? You must have been damn fucking lucky. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Waffenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the Horsons.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlitz?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink!
Jeg burde ikke, men jeg gjør det.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers!
Long live the Praggers! At last I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Jeg gjorde vel ikke sist, så.
Why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit.
Første playthrough så hatet jeg dice, for jeg skjønte det ikke.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
I don't give a damn, son. Hvor mange dice har jeg valgt nå? Sånn.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Det mangler 100 poeng.
I hope you don't throw like that again.
Sånn, det var det.
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. And now for a drink. And so St.
Han rakk
George
ikke å hive en gang, han.
On his white steed. And
Ja, det var jackpot.
to the lake,
where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur. It's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Der er kanonen.
Before it's too late. I'll help you with him. You two. Go to the
The
gate.
finger of God.
Anyone in? You got it?
Se på alt det blodet, det er ingen som overlever det der.
What are your orders, Lord of Buramalaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
We have to keep this hushed up.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Cuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp.
Var det bra, eller?
Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow.
Ja.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
Skal jeg ljuge?
I found out a lot of things. The powder store is unlocked, for instance. It shouldn't be, should it? What do you say?
I'm fed up with this fucking camp. You know what? From now on, I only want to hear stuff if it's truly important. I don't give a shit about the rest. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
The wine killed him.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer,
son. He croaked.
they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
Stand up for Musa.
There's no way Musa is to blame.
Jeg tror han der...
Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Han der, kommanderen.
Say a word about this matter.
Den stemmen
i
Dishonored.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you
Den
the
stemmen
real
der.
murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
What? But sir, you said we were going to move out first thing in the morning.
Things have changed a bit since then, or haven't you noticed? Not even a handcart carrying dung will leave the camp till I give the order.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, I'd say my opinion on these things doesn't matter. You're the commander.
Of course I am. But you could answer my questions when I fucking ask you.
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justice here.
What is this royal justice?
Men det som er at jeg hjalp jo han Musa sist, og han redda meg senere. Så jeg har litt lyst til å ikke hjelpe denne gangen her. Bare for å se hva som skjer. Men jeg liker jo karen da. Men jeg tror jeg skal... Ja, få se.
Who is this Stibor of Stiborjits?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. And you don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier?
Ja, her, du så det her sist,
Someone I
faktisk.
can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me,
Thomas,
so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. I'll try to distract the guard somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as pie.
How much time do we have for this investigation?
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's
Jeg
deputy
gidder ikke å
will
gå
arrive from
med til
Sedlitz.
Catherine, for jeg
And
husker det
Henry,
tok så lang tid for hun å gå opp.
be careful. I'm depending on you.
Så jeg skal prøve å bare gjøre det enkelt.
Sit and stay.
Stop, you bastard!
But Katz himself sent me. I'm supposed to give a message to Musa.
Then you'll have to shout out the message, because nobody's allowed to see him.
Huh. What are you doing here?
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician and not let him out of my sight. Even if he wants a piss, I have to go with him. You wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you?
I heard someone was threatening Musa. They're afraid someone might come and cut his throat. So they thought it best to have him under guard. But you didn't hear it from me. Got that?
Mother of God! Why do I have to be the one to guard him? Am I supposed to get my throat cut for him?
Get away from here, it's not safe.
Look, why don't you go for a walk or something? Who knows what's happening with Musa? You don't want to get mixed up in anything dangerous.
And leave him unguarded?
Feil.
Do you know
Det er jo sjukt.
what Grozov would do if he found out?
Ja, ok, da må jeg gå ned og snakke med Catherine, da, som bruker 3 år på å gå opp hit.
Careful.
I remember this well. Yeah.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
So you rid me of one pig just to lumber me with another?
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important.
All right then. I'll try and lure him to the bathhouse. But if he tries anything on me, he'll get a punch in the mouth. I hope he won't stink at least.
Så bare å gå opp der og vente I tre timer. Ja, jeg kan egentlig bare ta wait. Genialt. Using my brain.
You're always welcome here,
Hey.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Now, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Ja. Det var han
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair. Nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan,
Håper ikke jeg ble poisoned, ass.
and the mystery is solved.
IRL.
How can we identify the poison then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
Very hard.
Can I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly.
Sist gang så hadde jeg ikke skills I det hele tatt til å gjøre det her.
You must remember everything that looks strange to you.
Gjøre det på en vanskelig
In the
måte.
infirmary, you will find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the
Så jeg må
symptoms
fortsatt
described there.
lese.
You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
Right. Examine.
Og så jeg håper Jeg må tydeligvis lese en boka fortsatt. Jeg håper egentlig at siden du har jobbet så mye med skills, at du kan bare gå og eksamene, og så sier du symptomsa til han, og så vet han hvem det er. Det hadde vært mye bedre. Da får du liksom litt igjen for å ha høye skills, da.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grossav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and cats instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Det her den... Nei. Så inne her. Åh. Bare alle bøkene.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch.
Jeg hadde lyst til å lese først, for da kanskje han kunne bare sagt det høyt, men jeg får ikke gjort det nå.
He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself. Ah, what a stench. Coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his guts up.
Okay.
There's no way I'm examining that.
Threw his guts up?
That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing. Though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Well, almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms.
Han spydde, han hadde og sånn der rigid, at kroppen hans stivner, og han spydde, og ja, det jo det.
Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails.
Broken nails.
Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasm started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts.
Warts. Vorter.
But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh.
Mye å huske, ass.
Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Ok. Prøv å huske det, da. Bane. Det den jeg bruker hele tida. Blackness dies. Dryness of the body. Loosen. Nei, det ikke den. Pitohui bird poison. Tension in the muscles. Stiffens and soon dies. There we go. Dollmaker. blir hard. He'll experience total numbness, his intestines will become clogged and we may lose his sight for a while. Jeg tror ikke det den. Kiss of Death. Stomachache, skin red and blistered, det jo en ting. Som han both painfully empty at both ends, det skjedde. Stiffens in spasm and the nails break, det skjedde. Men det står ikke noe om de vortene da. Lullaby. Det ikke den, for det bare sånn at du sovner.
Right, that's that.
Ja, da det Kiss of Death da.
I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Vent da. Nå det warts. Ja, det må være Kiss of Death.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
I read that book of yours, and I think
Ja,
I know now
men jeg
what
trodde det kanskje var en annen enn sist.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
Hva var det?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid
Boys,
death.
ok, så jeg bare leste ikke det.
Means nothing to
Jeg leste forbi det.
I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you.
Du kunne ha brukt Bane da, men
can
da
only
hadde
hope
du
that
ikke
the
sett det
murderer
samme.
has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? I'll search the tents of everyone who's somehow connected with the murder, and we'll see.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very, very strange.
Ja, altså, det som er at jeg har lyst til å egentlig putte han under bussen, bare på grunn av jeg har lyst til å se en story, hvordan storyen unfolder seg, men fuck this, han virker som en ålreit type, så jeg gjør det samme som sist, basically.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
Jeg fikk rep lost før det, tror jeg. Jeg vet ikke, jeg følte ikke med. Det er litt sånn rart når du får rep lost og rep gained.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I will be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
What's that? Search Musas tent. Ja, kan jeg gjøre det først. Nå er det.
For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. Beautiful, but empty. No poison.
Ja, da har jeg gjort det her.
May God give you health, sir.
Okay. Stephen Crow.
Ugh, stinks of vomit. Well, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to.
Let's get lockpicking.
Nothing out of the ordinary. There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent. Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses?
Ser han meg om jeg gjør sånn her? Ja.
Telling you to touch my lock.
Ja, da bare lockpick igjen fort.
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money?
I need your help! Come on! Come on then!
Hold
Let's sort
on.
this out.
Let's talk about this.
You were trying to steal from us, eh, fucker? The bailiff will make short work of you. Now pay up!
Easy.
And what if I punched you in the face, eh?
Hang on. Leave me alone. We'll forget about this. I won't say a word to anyone. Just go.
Da er jeg ikke ferdig med å searche tenten hans.
I'm sorry.
Fucking thief! It's decent folks that suffer.
Is that blood? No, piss. Ugh, filthy pig.
Come over here! Come on then, let's sort this out. I need your help!
We can
Come
work
on.
this out.
How dare you? We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything.
Hard.
Listen. I feel a bit awkward about this, but the truth is, I really needed it for something very important, but that's all I can tell you.
You ought
Sorry.
to be ashamed.
I should have asked first.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Keep it then. Keep it and keep your secrets. Now clear off. I want nothing to do with it.
Oak. And dry as a bone. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Men hvem var det som var her? Crow's tent. Ok, så det er Crow. Jeg skal fortsatt searche de andre, ass. Men så hvorfor Musas tent ikke er searcha? Hvorfor har jeg fortsatt marker der? Det er litt annoying. Så hvorfor?
There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Well, I'll be going then. God be with you.
He's the camp commander. Could we talk about Chertan's murder?
Why? Musa is under lock and key, and the king's deputy himself is coming for him. Leave me in peace, or you might end up like him.
Very hard. The king will be pleased we aren't just sitting on our asses.
Do you really want to leave everything to the king? Wouldn't it be better to show him we aren't just sitting on our arses here? Think about it. The camp's falling apart, people getting murdered. You should do something to salvage your reputation.
What the fuck are you talking about, you stinking arsewipe? Get out before I skin you alive.
Something to eat. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Don't mind me. Fitted coat. Kanskje den er kul. Skulle jeg searche her, eller skulle jeg bare prate med den?
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then,
Sist gang så sa jeg at det var han Noblen som gjorde det, selv om det ikke er han.
And I trust we can settle the matter quickly.
Så nå skal jeg I hvert fall si hvem som gjorde det, og det er riktig,
I
liksom.
have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his
Selv om jeg ikke liker han Noblen, jeg tror det beste å ta et Noblen.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Very hard. Prøv meg, ass. Altså, jeg har skills nok til det. Det burde bare gå, liksom.
Sir, people don't murder each other for no reason. They murder mostly for revenge or profit. And Musa had no motive. You can ask everyone in the camp.
Success.
Musa never had any quarrel with Chertan.
But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Jeg har lyst til å si han, bare fordi han er en drittsekk og lord, men jeg sier han som faktisk har gjort det. Denne gangen.
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen. known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but
Jeg har lyst til å ta ut han
I
lorden,
am
ass.
eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Shirtan got Crow stealing powder.
Crow tried to break into the store to steal powder, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
What nonsense! Where's your proof?
There was a prize lock lying on the ground by the ammunition store. If Katz or Grozab had wanted to go inside, they'd have simply used their own key.
Is that all you've got against me? In case you hadn't noticed, there are scores of people in this camp who haven't got a key to the ammunition store.
But you're the only one who was loitering up there at night.
Stop all this shouting! Listening to peasants like you two is painful, so keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
My guess is Crow coated the dagger with poison. How else could he have poisoned him so quickly?
That's nonsense, isn't it? You think he planned ahead to stab someone half to death and leave the poison to finish the job?
That really does sound peculiar.
Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! Fuck you, whoreson!
Heia, heia.
What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake?
We're going to gut you, you horse. Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure Katz will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
Yes, altså, jeg holdt faktisk på å loade Bare fordi at jeg hadde lyst til å ta, hvis han er her, han er den verste liksom. Men han mistet command, så da tar jeg det som en win, ass. Ja, men det å si fra til Catherine at vi skal ut og move nå, kan jeg egentlig spise noe her? Jeg burde jo kunne det. Steal food.
W, man, W.
Har vi noe grocer eller noe sånt? Trader. Campen her er så jævlig sånn... Du skulle gått an å gått gjennom alle telta, liksom, sånn at det skulle vært gaps i telta overalt, sånn at du slipper å liksom gå lange veier for å komme steder, ass. Kan ikke selge noe til deg, da. Har du noe kule skjold? Hva dritt? Det er som ingen har penger til å kjøpe ting av meg, liksom.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
What? Har han ikke mat? Han har jo en...
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Han har en vanlig trader. Så jeg kan ikke spise noe her. Jeg kan ikke kjøpe noe her. Får ikke lov å spise maten de har i campen, får ikke lov å kjøpe mat. Det er jo litt søppelete, da.
Excuse me?
I wanted to get rich, but instead all I've got is diarrhea. Yes, a bit of coin would be... Have you seen Chakan recently? I'm not his keeper.
Kan drikke vin, da.
I don't know.
Steal food, da. Jeg bare stjeler mat, ass. I don't care.
Hey! You can't just go and eat our food. Surrender! Now!
Easy now! I surrender!
You wanted to eat for... That's theft, you know. Food costs money, and it'll...
That bastard!
If you don't stop this insolence right now, I'll hit you so hard, you'll swallow your own teeth.
Shut your trap, you scoundrel! I won't be intimidated.
All right, I'll...
No. Let's...
Take a look, then.
Yeah, right. Decide what's missing. All right, but I don't want to see anything...
Ah.
Can't get any peace and quiet around here.
We're done here.
Ja, jeg fikk meg en liten porsjon i hvert fall. Det er jo bedre enn ingenting. Hvordan var det på energy egentlig? Den er lav, den. Veldig lav. Da kan jeg egentlig bruke en sånn cockerel, er det ikke det? Increase energy. Boom. Ligger og sover på lyset dagen.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cuman's asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
Kanskje lurt å ta på seg rustninga når jeg skal på den karten. Run, Forrest, run!
Come and hear something you won't believe. I traveled the whole...
You're always welcome here.
Good day.
Alright, sir, let's go.
Everything all...
Eller faktisk drikke litt vin først. Hvis han har kunnet fletta seg. Kan jeg spise her egentlig? Nei. Han. Ja, hvor er det?
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. I still can't believe that Trill betrayed us. Why the fuck didn't I notice anything earlier?
Ah, don't worry about it. He was one wily bastard.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. And I was thinking the post should go to someone capable. You may be new, but you've been a real help to me. And the lads will obey you. I'll make sure of that. What do you say?
What are a corporal's duties?
Not much. I take care of the weapons and powder.
Har ikke noe å si, for at vi skal jo ambushe dem uansett.
Someone on hand who would muster the men, hand out tasks, and so on. The main thing is to make sure nobody slacks off, and not to come running to me with every stupid gripe.
Lurer på om det er noe jeg kan gjøre med den der ranken her. Jeg skal gå og se om jeg kan gjøre noe med soldater.
It'll be an honor, sir.
Man kan be dem om å gjøre ting.
Stick the sir where the sun don't shine. You must know by now I'm not keen on formalities. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Right, Corporal. Order the men to get onto the wagons.
Aye, sir.
Sedlets await.
Jeg får ikke gjort. Jeg blir korporal akkurat når jeg skal bort fra dem, liksom. Fader, ass.
Wrestles him to the ground and then starts giving birth to such a high. The fur is flying off. Wait.
Stiger i rankene. King Wen. Det har vært noe, ass. Jeg har ikke lyst til å knappe han der sjefen i hvert fall. Er ikke han blant disse? Jo, han er der. Nei. Hvem er han?
Bleeding, are we? Want me to get your ma?
Ok, det er ingen der kjenner det før. Jeg husker det siste jeg var her også, da var det sånn der... Tenk å være sånn spion, liksom. Å bli kjent med folk, og så skal du drepe dem. Det er hardt.
Come on then.
Heve. Hva gir meg? Oi, dry devil, da. Oh. Jeg stjal Dry Devil's longsword.
Whoa! Good me! Get him from behind! We're going to gut you, Don't flare him! Die for that, you bastard! Don't fuck yourself! Right away! Now you'll die!
Sehr gut! Slice him up!
Under us taught! You already stink of the
Drukker
great
nå 4 liter vann. Ja, da har du dagens kvote, da.
Du bist erledigt, Mann.
Verdammte Blutung. This should stop the bleeding.
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
It just doesn't seem right, what we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that. Trust me, you'll sleep a lot better. By the way, Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcements.
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now, we have to get out of here first.
I'll come with you.
The sooner we make ourselves scarce, the better.
To the task, then.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe much longer.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack Malashov.
Faen meg, de der
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Berghoff's at the castle.
Drakta til
What
fienden.
about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look of them.
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. They're no greenhorns.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get going. Get ready, and then we'll plan what's next.
Alright, alright.
I wanted to ask you about the rebellion.
Well, shall we?
Hvorfor er det her sånn så bugga?
You know what?
Then why?
Jeg har gjort det, liksom. Da er det noe du kan lære meg.
I'd like to learn.
It'll take.
Well, I saw.
Shit.
What? The one where.
Oh, all right.
What is it?
I'd like to learn.
It'll take.
How do you all? Isn't that?
It's experience.
And that's what I'm interested in. Could be.
All right.
What is it? Do you need something?
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do there?
What's wrong? Are you upset?
Am I supposed to be happy? Ah, for Christ's sake, you're all the same. Why do I even bother trying? You'll all just end up getting killed.
If you're talking about that plan, well...
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Berghoff. But I heard what Ada said.
What did he say?
That Otto von Berghoff has that fortress full of fresh mercenaries, armed to the teeth. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance at Trotsky.
We must defeat and capture von Berghoff.
Aye, there's always some we must with you fellas.
Look, if we succeed, we'll free our king.
Who gives a damn about some king?
Everyone. He'll drive Sigismund away and end the war.
Ha! You lot, and your big plans.
What's the matter? He didn't mind what we were doing until now. And all of a sudden...
Until now we chose our foe. One we stood a chance against. And engaged them when we had an edge. And for some time now we've been getting into wilder and wilder enterprises. But go. If you must. And try not to die there. Damn it. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Sukdal. That's where we'll meet.
Jeg orker ikke det.
The main thing is...
Indeed.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakelin. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes, although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I honestly can't stand him. He's as full of tales as an old fishwife, and half of them sound very unlikely indeed.
No one's perfect. As for his constant chatter, you have to learn how to shut him up, and ideally not get locked up in one room with him. On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded,
He could have easily just stepped aside and kept his nose out of it, and he'd still be sitting pretty in Miskovitz. Instead, he did the opposite and defended the town. Give him a chance to prove himself. You'll see for yourself.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Jeg husker han der Brabant, ass.
So, mon ami.
Try Devil's Sword. Jeg lurer på om han bare respawner et nytt sverd, eller om han går rundt uten sverd nå. Armor var det jeg skulle ta av meg den der dritten der.
Are you ready to go and capture le Seigneur von Berghoff?
Me? Yeah. But I hope your mercenaries will be up to the job.
Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami. Le Seigneur Morgenstern can always be relied upon.
Who is this Morgenstern?
C'est un bon ami à moi. We met years ago au Grand Tournoi de Lorraine, at the estate of the Duke there.
Can he be trusted?
Le Chevalier Morgenstern is not only a warrior, but also a serious patron of the heart, a man of renown.
I'll be right with you.
Det evig dialog.
How did you find Morgenstern?
Pendant que vous étiez chez les Hongrois, I went to Kuttenberg. Le Chevalier Morgenstern was with Sigismund, but he turned him down because, le roi n'a pas The king has run out of coin.
So he's just an ordinary mercenary?
Not ordinary. He's a renowned condottiere.
Where does this Morgenstern come from?
From Brunswick. His ancestor fought for Emperor Charles. A good house, mon ami.
So why is he earning a living as a mercenary?
C'est une triste histoire. He lost considerable estates due to his relatives and battles in Eastern Prussia.
So he became impoverished?
In truth, it was more his passion for art that led him to ruin.
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you would long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
Thanks for sharing.
Orker ikke å høre på mer av det han har å si, ass. Var dette her de mercenaries, da?
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
My name's Henry, and I'm a friend of Zizka's. I came here to see who Brabant brought us.
Ja, ich weiß, wer du bist. Brabant spoke to my lord, Sir Urso, about you. He said you want to do something big. Worum geht es denn?
Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you many details. I don't even know them myself. Zizka is being awfully secretive about it.
Macht nichts. Das ist egal. A war is meant to be fought, especially if you pay us well. Fürs Geld oder für die Freude?
Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you how many men you have with you, sir.
Meine Truppe ist nicht groß, but for your purposes, I think it will suffice. Außer den Leuten here in the camp, I also have Soldaten nearby, and if need be, they will go with us. Doch wir werden abwarten.
Ja, prøver.
Gott mit dir sein.
Det er ikke sånn dialoghumør nå, jeg har vært det før, men... Men mindre det er viktig. Men nå er det så mye sånn der... Ikke så viktige ting.
What would you like? What'll it be?
I'd like to...
Don't worry.
I can't.
All right.
I'm glad...
Oh yeah.
You really know how to treat a girl. I hope I see you again soon.
All right. W, man, W. Det er et litt fint sted å ende det på for nå, da.
Thanks.